Okay, so where was I? Exactly. So basically, uh, the reason we convert the document chunks into the embeddings are created in a such a way it remembers all the context that is present in the paragraph, right? So when you do a search on that on the set of on a list of those embeddings, right? So when you do a semantic search, you get most relevant paragraphs, uh, and so that those paragraphs can be enriched in the context for the LLM, and LLM will get the best context of the query that you're asking, and then it can answer your queries. So yeah, a very simple example. Okay, just consider you are programming, right? So what happens if a library updates their version and they have deprecated any function, right? Uh, so how does the LLM know that? It doesn't, right? Because there is a knowledge base cutoff for any LLM, right? Just take ChatGPT. I think 4.1 should be roughly around April 2025, 2024. I don't know. Like, yeah, it has some cutoff. So um uh, any latest kind of releases, any latest any latest data that comes up. Uh, so it can be a really pain in the ass whenever you are generating some code, uh, and it is giving you an outdated function, right? Outdated code basically. So yeah, in that case, you can just have a rag that's rag or an MCP basically here. You can identify what is the latest uh, way of writing code, or using that one particular function, and then yeah, you can make the LLM intelligent in that way and give you the accurate code instead of it. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Correct. Not only the deprecated methods, any knowledge regarding the latest versions, LLM get the context, and accordingly LLM can modify its outputs. Yeah. Let's say, just let's take an example. Like, what happens if Fast API added a new feature, like to like to the Google sign up or Google single sign up, right? That's not the feature that's there right now. But what if in the future, if they have implemented that, and if I'm a backend engineer who's like implementing the authentication part, I'll be looking at other libraries like uh, uh, Okta, some third party library, right? So if Fast API itself has integrated the authentication piece, or like they have implemented the authentication, now LLM can generate the I'll always use Fast API because I'm using Fast API for every other thing. So yeah, that's my first that authentication will be the first choice for me, and I'll implement using Fast API itself, right? Exactly. Yeah. So basically, if you are wanting the LLM to call an external database or call an external API, right? So you are already in the uh, workflow, in the agentic workflow, basically, right? So before you doing any call, you are actually getting the context from multiple sources, and you're deciding whether what kind of context should go to the LLM. So basically, that's called re-ranking. You decide what context should go inside, and based on the filtering, you again append the context uh, depending on what how many tokens should go in, because each and every token costs you money, right? Uh, so yeah, so based on that, you can so basically you're already in a agentic workflow. Uh, you are implementing agentic workflow so that your LLM outputs are most relevant, and saves you a lot of time. You know, resolves. I mean, like pre-identifies what bugs. What are the general LLM bugs that LLM generated code generates the bugs, right? So it avoids all that. Yeah. Yes. 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 Mm-hmm. Excellent. So really, every person should need to think this aspect, because if you look at the traditional journey, like how software was evolved, and in that matter, how the industrial revolution was evolved, right? Uh, if you look at the if you look at the current companies or current people that people are doing things right, um, I feel like identifying the right use cases is the first step to uh, approach this problem, where to focus, like what skills to acquire, right? So the bigger the use case, uh, the like learning those skills which are necessary for the use case will give you longer journey. Like you can stick into that particular skill set for a very long time. So yeah, I think for any new technology, this has been the case, right? So identifying the use cases and equipping for the skill set is the best way to approach this problem. I feel AI is mostly creating the use cases of uh, you know the personalization, which the traditional software platforms, I don't think they are even capable of doing the personalization very in a very good and finer level, right? Um, yeah, I think yeah, personalization is one of the use cases that you can focus on, and learning part. I think everyone should be aware of how AI is working. Uh, how what can the AI do? What AI brings onto the table, right? So if in my words, I think AI kind of uh, bridges the intelligence layer, uh, and it can be autonomously intelligent. Uh, so so yeah, it can do things what normal human can do in terms of your software identity or your software presence, right? Wherever you're interacting with the computer or any other interface, so that interactions can be automated. Whatever intelligent things that you're doing over the computer. So now you're with the AI. A normal traditional software can mimic your actions, right? So that's what AI is bringing on the table. So my suggestion is, first identify what AI is doing, what are the capabilities of AI. uh, First try to learn that, and then identify what problems that people are having, and just match them, right? So try to find what can be a possible solution. So